Stephen Port, is a convicted British serial rapist and serial killer. He is responsible for murdering at least 4 men, and for committing multiple rapes. Port received a life sentence with a whole life order on 25 November 2016. Meaning he will not become eligible for parole. And is unlikely to be released from prison. Port was born in Southend-on-Sea. When he was a year old, he moved to Dagenham, where he grew up, and his parents still live there.
So did you have any involvement in the death of the male that we just spoke about a short while ago, Gabriel Cavari or Gabriel Klein?
No, I didn't.
At all. Were you involved in administering any drugs or poisons or noxious substances to him?
No, I don't administer drugs to anyone or give drugs to anyone. That's done at the party by someone else. The name I recognised, one of the boys you mentioned before, was he's normally at the parties and deals with administrating drugs.
Who's that, sorry?
Daniel. Recognised him. Sometimes he deals, he hands out the drugs to the guests.
Daniel, this is the male,
yeah,
that we spoke of earlier.
So it might not be the same guy. I really don't know. That is the only Daniel I know. Well, I mean, I've spoken to him a couple of times at the party. Remember his name, but he does, like when I did, Scott would ask him to pick up guys, take them to a party, and he would stay, but he would stay and minister or deal out the hand out of drugs, whatever. But I would leave, or he would stay.
And did you go with Daniel to meet people?
No. I knew he was doing the same as I was, but I'd see him at the party and had a brief conversation with him about it. But I've never actually engaged with him outside of the place.
Outside of a party?
Exactly.
And which parties were these?
Scott calls the fat parties.
Scott's parties?
Yeah.
The fat party?
Fat party, F-R-A-T.
Frat parties. So when was the first occasion that you met the person that you're talking of, someone that you know as Daniel?
I think I was on the first few occasions I was there. It was the first time I photographed for Scott, and Daniel was there. So I don't even know if it is the same Daniel we're talking about, but he's the only Daniel I can recall as such. I think his name was Whitworth. It rings a bell, but
you think his name was Whitworth?
Yeah. I mean, if he's tall, almost as tall as me, with brown hair, slim.
Might help if I show you a picture. We'll call this CRT 2. This is Jack Taylor. Do you recognise that, mate?
No. No, I just don't recognise him. I don't pay full attention to the guys' faces when I have paid attention to the parties. But I don't recognise his face.
So you don't recognise his face?
I do not know. No.
Okay. And I mean that's Jack Taylor. So you don't recognise?
No, I don't.
Jack Taylor.
No.
So have you ever slept with this male?
No.
Had sexual intercourse with him?
He doesn't look like the type I would go with myself.
He's not the sort of person you'd go for?
No, I tend to more. It's more younger, drinky boys, more younger boys, but not. He looks older. He could be similar to the type I've taken to parties, but I don't recognise him as being one of them.
So you don't recognise him as being one of them?
No.
No. Okay. And Jack again was found dead. It was on the 14th of September 2015. Stephen, did you have any involvement in his death?
I did not know. No.
Did you kill Jack Taylor?
Did not know. No.
Did you administer any drugs or noxious substances to him
I did not know.
with the intention of causing him harm?
No. Definitely not. No.
No. And you say you've never seen him before. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right. Okay, I've got another map here, CRT8. So I'm just trying to show you as many maps of the area because it's not easy to get it all on one piece of paper, just so that we're clear really. And again, it shows your home address, and it shows the church St Margaret, and behind it you've got the abbey and the primary school. In particular, the area around the walls of the abbey. Have you ever had any reason to go into that area?
No.
Have you ever been through into the abbey?
No, I haven't. No. No, I don't generally go to the church areas. No. No. I think I once went to that church with my ex-Danny. Went to the church on a Christmas day, and into the church. But that's as far as I got. As far as
You've not been into the grounds behind it, where you've got the old abbey walls.
No, gosh.
No grounds there.
No, what's the spooky side? I won't go there.
You've never been in there.
No.
In all the 8 years that you've lived across the road from the park.
I thought it was all private. I couldn't go there. I think it's a private area. I thought. When I was to the church.
It's fairly open, isn't it, when you go past? Would you agree with that or not?
And the field's, yeah. The field is, but the church bit behind the walls, we'll go past there.
Because 3 of the 4 people that have been found dead were found slumped up against the wall here of the abbey.
Gosh.
Pardon?
Yeah, I didn't know that. So.
You didn't know that? So that's news to you, is it? Did you put them there?
No.
So obviously Anthony was found slumped outside your address with a large amount of GHB in his system. The other 3 men we've been discussing were all found over by the wall area of the abbey. We can see on the map. Again, all of them were slumped against the wall with a large amount of GHB in their body. Can you account for that at all?
No, I can't.
I mean, Stephen, did you write this letter here, CRT 11?
No, I didn't.
The photos of it that's found with Daniel.
No. No. Definitely not.
Are you telling us the truth, Stephen?
I'm telling you the truth, yes.
About the letter?
Yes. 100% truth.
About all of these boys?
Yeah.
Young boys? In the early stages of their youth, really, in terms of in their early 20s. All found dead. Stephen?
Yeah, I understand.
Close to your house. One of them had been in your house, either just before or at the time when he died, and was found to have large quantities of a drug in his system. The other three were all found just over the road in the churchyard, or just beside the churchyard in that area that we've discussed,
Yeah.
propped up against a wall, short distance from your house, all again with high levels of GHB in them, enough to kill them. Highly unusual way to die for one person. This is 4, all found very close to where you live. All men, young men, type of men that you say that you find attractive. All now dead, Stephen.
As it happened, Anthony, I know nothing about the other three, how they come to be.
Stephen, this is serious.
Yes, I know.
Okay. It's really important that you tell us the absolute truth.
I've told you so far is true.
Richard Ramirez, born Ricardo Leyva Munoz Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker, was an American necrophilic, once, and pedophilic serial killer, serial rapist, robber, and one-time enucleator. He is not to be confused with a serial killer who holds a similar nickname. The original Night Stalker and burglar who murdered at least 13 people in California in 1984-85. He was convicted and sentenced to death but died while in prison.
Not 100%, but I am evil.
What do you want the world to know about you?
The world has been fed many lies about me. I have read very few truths.
Who are you?
Just a guy. Just a guy. I have friends. That is all I care to say, really. They are open-minded people.
Did you kill 13 people?
It would be improper for me to comment on my LA convictions and on my pending case here in San Francisco.
Why?
Because of my appeals.
Are you appealing these because you say you're innocent? You didn't kill 13 people?
That is correct.
You didn't kill 13 people.
Again, it would be improper for me to comment in any regard to that question.
You have now entered a very rare group of people in this country. You're in the ranks of Charlie Manson, Ted Bundy. You claim you didn't commit these murders, but you're right in there now as far as everybody else is concerned.
Serial killers do on a small scale what governments do on a large one. They are a product of the times, and these are bloodthirsty times. Even psychopaths have emotions if you dig deep enough, but then again, maybe they don't.
Do you have emotions, Richard?
No comment.
Tell me what kind of emotions you got going through you right now.
I'll tell you what, I gave up on love and happiness a long time ago.
Why?
I don't care to explain that.
Somebody-
Let the quote stand for itself. People in this day and age are brainwashed and programmed like a computer at being nothing more than puppets. This nation, this country is founded in violence. Violent delights tend to have violent ends. Madness is something rare in individuals, but in groups, people, and ages, it is a rule. Killing is killing, whether done for duty, profit, or fun. Men murdered themselves into this democracy.
You're good at reading your script, Richard, but you're not much at answering my direct questions. a lot was made that you're a devil worshiper. Do you worship the devil? Have you ever studied Satanism?
There are different sects of Satanism.
Have you studied, just yes or no, have you studied
Yes,
Satanism?
yes I have.
Are you a worshiper of the devil?
No comment.
Come on, Richard.
I can tell you a little bit about Satanism.
Well, I'm interested in hearing what you got to say then.
It is undefiled wisdom instead of hypocritical self-deceit. It is power without charity. A Satanist admits to being evil.
Do you admit to being evil, Richard?
We are all evil in some form or another, are we not?
I'm asking you the questions, my friend.
Yes, I am evil. Not 100%, but I am evil. Evil has always existed. The perfect world most people seek shall never come to pass, and it's going to get worse. The great epochs of our life is when we gain the courage to rebaptize our evil qualities as being our best qualities.